Okay. What's this? All right. Cool. Let's wait for some to come on. All right. Boom. Let's see if we can fix the screen a little bit better. Okay. All right. A couple minutes early, but that's all right. Get this thing all figured out. Perfect. Hope everybody's doing good. Welcome. Okay, this computer's a little different than the other one. How's it going? Can you give me a thumbs up if you can hear me? Not sure if what do you call it? Anybody can hear me? Yeah. Okay, here we go. All right. Yep. Oh, the mic. Is the mic on? Okay, here we go. Yep. All right. Good. Mic is working. Sweet. How's everybody doing? I got this all done. Yep. Good. Looks good. All right. Sweet. So I hope everybody's doing good. I am happy to be back doing a live two-stroke Tuesday. So hope everybody's well. Welcome back. Man, you might see I'm wearing my super clean hat. So I'll just jump right in if it's all right with you guys. So if you guys saw my short of that little the milk crate, it's literally a milk crate filled bottom to top, top to bottom, left to right, front to back, as many spark plugs as you can put in it. So on that short, and I haven't announced it, I'm actually doing it on the live chat. You guys are hearing it first. We're going to be doing a giveaway. So it's the channel's first real giveaway, and what do you call it? It's going to be pretty cool. Teaming up with Super Clean, you're going to get some of their product and some of my product. One of the things I have, show you. I'm not sure which one yet, but I got license plates. Check these out, guys. That's cool. I don't know if this camera's picking it all up and all that, but I got some license plates. These are regulation size plates too, by the way. These are the same size as a regular motorcycle plate, and they're great if you have a man cave. You can hang them up in your man cave, or if you got a bike that's just sitting off to the side, and you want to throw a plate on it so it looks cool. Yep, there you go. You can throw one of those bad boys on there. Got them. Excuse me. I got them in green with the KE100. I got the. See here, Just Kick It. I Just Kick It one. Pretty cool. And you already saw the other one, so I got two of those. I have also be getting a cup. These cups is cool. These are a great way to support the channel. Because as you guys know, as a YouTuber, it is very difficult to even make a little bit of money on YouTube. So these are a great way to help support me and the channel and to help me grow. So if you guys have a little bit extra and you guys want to get a cup, these are pretty cool. They come with a metal straw that goes all the way down, and they got a nice little rubber thing that goes on the bottom here. These were just made, so they don't have. Let's see if I have one that does. Probably on the cup I'm drinking out of. I do have a cup. This is my personal one, my fave, and it's got a little one. You can't really see it, but there's a rubber pad on the bottom of them. Like I said, those other ones we just made, and so yeah, these are a great way to help support the channel, and I'll be showing them throughout. Look at that. I went with a nice 80s vibe. My wife has been designing these, and they've been coming out pretty good. Nice little tumblers, and they got the little. You can put the slide the top over them so you don't get any spillage. Pretty cool. And what else we got? We got. Sorry about the movement back and forth. This is one of the T-shirts here, and you can see that right there in the back. It's got a KV75 on them, but we got them with KE100s. We got them in red and green. But if you go onto the store, you can check them out. So pretty cool. So I'm excited about that. But the big news tonight, how you doing? The big news tonight is what we're going to be doing on September 7th and 8th. So the 7th I go down and set up. So it's really open to the public on the 8th. Hey Jay, Nate, Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, it is pretty cool. And like I said, Nate, Jay, you can get these right on the if you go on my YouTube channel, you can see there's a store, and on the front, it's got the little logo and it says "Just Kick It." So it's pretty cool because they're all kickstarts. But anyway, I'm actually going to be doing a meet and greet down in what do you call it there, Spencer, Massachusetts. It's called Rice-A-Rama, and it is a swap meet. So I'm going to be going down there on September 7th and 8th with my truck, and I'm going to have some stuff to show. And yeah, hey, how you doing? So Meredith, I can't really read too well. I don't have my glasses on, but yeah, it's pretty cool. It's we're gonna do a meet and greet, and there's my wife. Hi, Laura. So yeah, she'll be there too, and she's the one who. So if you give her a thumbs up or anything like that, this she's the one who came up with these. They're pretty cool, and the mugs and all that. She actually presses them. We'll have the presses on the truck, so we'll be able to do those too. So we're gonna be doing a lot down there. So meet and greet, selling some parts, and just hanging out and pretty cool. So yeah, so come on down, swing by and say hi. Once again, Spencer, Massachusetts, Rice-A-Rama. If you go right on ricearama.com, you'll see it. It's a big, huge, what do you call it there, fairway. And yeah, it's pretty cool. They're actually, I'm not really sure how much the shirts are. They're on if you go on the YouTube channel, the homepage, right below it, you'll see Dr. Two Stroke, and then you'll see all the merch. You just click on anything, it'll take you right to the store. Yeah, my wife opened up the merch store. So, and like I said, any purchase that you do helps out the channel, helps us grow, and it helps support us. So, really, really appreciate that. Yeah, I know. Rice Arama it's going to be cool. So, what's that, Laura? No, my wife just yelled over to me. Shirts at $25, guys. Um, what do you call it there? I'm just over the moon about it. And I can't wait to meet some of you guys, some of my subscribers, and I'll tell you, you guys have been the best. Where you saw the video where I caught the air filter on fire, I'm actually going. Taking little clippets of things, and I'm gonna make a blooper video. I'm gonna hopefully um, release at the end of the year because guys, like you, I mess up too. We all do. We're human, and some of the stuff is comical, like setting an air filter on fire, and you're like, oh my god, my bike. It's gonna happen. It is what it is. So it's kind of weird. I'm watching myself on the screen as I'm reading what you guys are writing, and it's backwards. So if I move right, I move left. It's just kind of weird. But anyway, so yeah, I can't wait to meet you guys. I can't wait to meet the folks down there. We're gonna be passing out flyers, and just trying to bring people into the channel. So it's gonna be super cool. I'm bringing a couple of mini bikes to show. No bikes for sale, but I will be bringing some parts down there. Parts and pieces that I'm not using, just I have kicking around. So trying to make a little bit of money for the channel, buy some more supplies and stuff. My wife and my kids will be down there with me. So great shot to meet the family and be part of our community. So it's great. Also, too, guys, if you guys know anybody who's interested in what we do on this channel, please tell them about the channel and help bring them in. We are currently at 11,889 subscribers, and I would really like to be at 12 really soon. The more we push the channel, the better it is, and the more I can afford to do this channel. And I was actually contemplating at one point of am I going to have to stop this channel because I didn't. The funding is just I just don't have it. Everything like I said at the beginning of my videos is out of pocket, and I really don't want to do one of those paid what do you call it there. Some YouTubers you pay for content. I'm not doing that. This channel is a family. You guys are the family, and yeah. So we've been doing this since 2016. So it's been great. So some of the stuff we got coming up is we're finishing up Brian's bike, so that's coming up. I got Chris's bike. I got 3 engines I have to do. 2 engines, one KE and one KV 75 engine to finish up, and then we're on to my stuff that I personally have that I've been putting off. So yeah. Oh, thank you, Jay. I appreciate it. So yeah, we're gonna get that. I want to get that KE 102 over the winter done. I have the two-stroke. What do you call it? The Honda there, the big bike, the MT 250. I want to get on that bike, get that thing, start getting parts and pieces into it. I picked up a couple of new bikes. What's up, Laura?
Do you want to show them the red one?
Oh yeah, you guys got to check out this red shirt. My wife just brought this in. This is Andrew's shirt, by the way, and
I think it's the best looking.
yeah, my wife and I agree. I like the purple. I'm wearing the purple right now, and the purple looks cool because it's got a purple background to it too. But this is the red shirt. Tell me this is not cool. She put a red KE 100 on that. Look how that looks. That just looks awesome. And then in the front, it's got the just kick it. And I don't know if the camera can pick it up because I don't know. Hey, Laura, can you do me a favor? Can you just shut that light off for a quick second? I'm just gonna shut the light off because it looks kind of orangey from where I'm.
How do I do this?
On the cord, the switch.
Okay.
Oh, you can't really see too well, but it's more redder than it would normally be. Okay, like
It's classic red.
it's classic red, and it's super cool, guys. All right, thank you. You want that back? Yeah, it is super cool. So, yeah, it's awesome. Where can I go to get some? You can go right on the channel, and right underneath my intro video, they're right there. You can see the whole. It'll say Doctor Two Stroke on it, and then it'll show you all the apparel.
Give them the address too, Kevin. www.drtwostroke.com.
Oh yeah, it's www.drtwostroke.com, and what do you call it there? And you'll see it right on there. www.doctor spelled out the number 2 stroke.com, and that'll take you right to the page as well. So yeah, we just opened that up about a month ago, and so trying to get the word out. But yeah, if you guys can help out in any way, that'd be great. Much appreciated. I guys, I'm telling you, I'm looking forward to this year. It's going to be a great year. Um, it's just going to be a great year for bikes. I'm telling you, I'm excited. I can't wait to see Rice Around. I haven't been down there yet. This is my very first time, and it's their 17th annual. What do you call it? And everybody's going to be there. Kaplan's going to be there. I'm sure they're going to be there. They're everywhere. So they have some absolutely gorgeous bikes. They sell, but they also do full restore. They sell a lot of stuff that they weren't going to use in their museums. So really super cool. And they buy bikes. So that's pretty cool. And then we have, Musty One, I'm sure is going to be there. Just a whole bunch of subscribers, a bunch of YouTubers. You're going to see everybody there. So it's a big deal. What do you call it there? Jap Bike Mike. He's the one who runs it, him and Dan. So I'm looking forward to meeting them. I talked to him personally on the phone. Great guy. I'm looking forward to meeting him. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So this is my first annual one going. So and yeah, they've been doing it for 17 years. So this is going to be a ritual for me. I can tell you that. Being part of the motorcycle community, especially two strokes. So, and I can't wait to see what they have down there for parts and pieces, for my personal bike builds. So, yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. I got to see if I can use my generator down there. If I can, I'm going to be offering ultrasonic cleaning down there, $30 a cob, that sort of thing. Cheap. Maybe you can go low, maybe $20 a cob, who knows. Just some stuff down there. Probably do. I'm going to shoot some video, so you're going to see video of the place. I'm going to do that. What do you call it? They have a mini bike race down there. I'm not entering that. I don't have that pull cord style mini bike anymore, but all mine are kick. So, but yeah, pretty cool. I don't know what bike I'm going to bring down to the show. I'm kind of up in the. I was thinking about bringing my KV75 or the Andrew bike build. Something cool, something one off, or I might even bring something not one off like my Honda 50 to show, I don't know which one we're bringing. It's kind of up in the air at the moment. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to meeting you guys. So if you can make it, that would be wonderful. So really appreciate the support that I've been getting. So in the back of my bike, I don't I did I showed it. I think I showed it in one of my videos. I have a really cool Kawasaki. So it's called a Kawasaki Eliminator 250. And that right there was I bought that. I paid 250 for it. So the guy who I bought off of was old school because back then you used to pay 250 for a 250cc bike. If it was a 700, it'd be a 700, $700 bike. So um, I bought that title and everything, and that bike hasn't ran in 21 years. So I'm hoping to get some of the parts that I need for that to get that going. Because that would be a really cool beginner bike, or just a cruising. It's a little bike. It's cruising, but I'm kind of concerned because it's a 250, but like say the Honda Rebel, right? 250 Honda Rebel has an intake goes into one carb. This bad boy's got two carbs. Yeah, it's got two carbs, and from what I understand, it's got a lot of power. So I can't wait to ride it. Can't wait to try it out. And it's cool. The gauges light up red. Um, there was no battery. So the story with the bike is the guy owned it, rode it, loved it, and then went through a divorce, put it in a storage container, one of those metal storage containers, put it in there, and moisture got in and oxidized the aluminum clutch cover, the aluminum, what do you call it? Yes, the clutch cover, the stator cover, and the valve cover. All three of those are all bad. So I want to get new ones of those or used old. I can't even get the fuel tank open. The key goes in, will not turn no matter what I do. The tank is full of gum. It's just and varnish. It's just crap. The tank is crap, complete crap. So we're going to replace the tank. And it's got a dent in it too. I don't really care about the dent. That's easy to remove. But I definitely want to get the what do you call it there? I want to get the cap open, so I can see what's in there. Um, if I could get the tank open and make sure the tank is not leaking, then I might be able to use that one. But I'd like to get a nice tank for it. It's a bike that deserves to have a good tank. Trying out my new cup, guys. Hmm, that's a good cup. Yeah, look at the detail on this. KU100 down there. Just kick it down bottom. Got the YouTube emblem and a red KU100. Yep, pretty cool. So, so yeah, it's pretty sweet. So, what are you guys working? Anybody working on anything special? Having an issue with anything, or have any questions? That's what I like about the Two Stroke Tuesday. You guys can ask me anything you guys want. I have what do you call it there? I can hopefully answer any question you have. Um, what do you call it? You guys check out Barry's video. Barry sent me that video. Thing was super cool bike. He did a hell of a job with that bike. Hell of a job. So Barry did it. He got that bike all up and going. Uses the videos. And yeah, it's pretty neat. So um, I don't know of any other shows, and I'm asking this too. If you guys know of any shows in around the New England area, by all means, please, if you have anything like that, please send me an email. Or if you know anybody's getting, rid of something that they, just get kicking around, it makes for great content. I'm always looking for bikes and stuff. I appreciate that. I put send them to my old tank and it for the cap. Free. Oh, good, sweet. Yeah, I mean that's awesome. Yeah, unfortunately, my cap doesn't. You can't put thinner in it, and it's got a key. It's a key lock. But this one's bad. This one is really frozen up, and it's because the gum got inside the key lock itself. I sprayed carburetor cleaner into the lock. Um, I even tried warming it up with some hot water. I'm going to take a heat gun to it and see if I can warm it up that way. Because I mean, obviously you can't put an open flame near the keyhole because even if it's varnished, it can still light. But I think I can get away with it with heat. Over in where? Oh, Wisconsin, awesome. So I would be Yeah. Well, you know, someday I'd like to get out to the Wisconsin area. I think that'd be a nice trip if I could find a nice bike out there. You know, couple bikes that I would really like to get my hands on. Just a couple. I don't have a long list. Okay, I don't want my wife to hear that, but I don't have a long list of bikes I want. I don't definitely don't want an MT 50, right? And I definitely I don't want a KDX 50 Kawasaki. Yes, those are bikes I don't want. You know, I just you know kind of stay away from those expensive bikes. Hmm. But yeah, I mean, I have a list of bikes that I would love to get my hands on. A lot of small bikes. I like the small bikes because they're collectibles. You can put one on top of the like stage them. Um, but it's amazing what you can do with these little bikes. I think that over the winter we're going to get in, like I've been telling you guys, we're going to be getting into some techs and tech talk working, and I'd like to do live. Um, I have to get my son to help me with that, set up the cameras so I can see what you guys are writing. The problem with this is I can't work on something and then read what you're writing, Um, so I need to have that ability to be able to look at the screen, see the text, and reply to you without greasy hands. So that's going to be kind of a difficult task. Um, I get a lot of questions about transmission gears, like transmissions in general, and I'm going to answer one of those that will help you guys out. Oftentimes, people think there's a problem with the transmission when they're sitting still, the bike is off, and they try to shift, and they think they should be able to go through all the gears. And that is not true. You might get one or two, but you're not going to get all five gears, unlike the KE, the KD, and the KM. And the reason for that is because the gears are straight cut. So when they mesh straight. Okay. Whereas some bikes have helicoil style, helical style gears, where they're at an angle, so the teeth are all lined up at an angle, and they mesh. Those bikes can typically go through all the gears because they can mesh, but the straight cut ones can't, because what happens is you get a few that slide in and out like this, but then you'll get to the next set of gears, like maybe third or fourth, where they're up against each other like this. So you have to rotate the bike so that they mesh in. You know what I mean? So that they hit like this, and then you want them so they mesh. So I get a lot of questions about those transmission gears. People think there's something wrong, and it's not the case. It has to be spinning. Um, Certain bikes, like performance bikes, might have that helical style gear, which are typically quieter too. The gearboxes are quieter with the angle gears, so the teeth are cut at an angle. But and the other thing I got a question on was the timing when you sit in the points, and does it have to be at top dead center? And that would be true on a four stroke, but on a two, it's a little different. You have to line up the timing mark, and then that's it. Because on a two stroke, people think that the plug fires every other time. It's not true. A two stroke does two things at the same time. It does the intake and exhaust at the same time, calling it a two stroke. But that plug fires every single time the piston hits the top. Every time the piston comes up, boom, it fires. That's what makes the bike so powerful. On a two stroke engine, you can have a small little engine that puts out so much more power than a four stroke. And that's why I love the two stroke engine, just because of the way it runs and sounds. It's amazing. And on a four stroke engine, okay, it's every other cycle it fires. So the spark actually ignites on the exhaust side too, but nothing happens. There's no gain to it, just because of the way the timing is, where it spins around. But excuse me. But on a Two-stroke is every single time that piston goes up to the top, it fires. So the benefit to that is the power band is immense. And I was talking about the piston. So on a two-stroke engine, as the piston is moving up, it's doing two things at the same time. One, it's compressing the air and fuel mixture for the firing, and two, it's sucking through the intake. Okay, it's sucking the air and fuel mixture into the crankcase. That's how it works. Then, when the piston fires, the reed valves close or the rotary valve closes, depending upon your bike, or the piston covers the ports. Now the piston is traveling down at such a whopping speed that the scavenging, right? It takes the air and fuel mixture that's in the crankcase and shoves it right up those transfer ports. The more transfer ports you have, the more fuel and air you can get onto the top of that piston. And then guess what? Piston goes back up, fires off that charge, and that's it. Boom. It's over. Starts over again. And there is a brief moment, if you're looking at the ports, the port timing, the intake ports are in almost alignment. They're just a slight bit off with the exhaust. So there's a brief moment where the exhaust and the intake are open. So some of the charge, which came rushing in there because the piston pushed it down and shoved it up so fast that it throws some out the exhaust. When that happens, that expansion chamber takes over, collects it, and kind of brings it back, like holds it back a little bit, and that's where you get your power from. And then less loss. So the reason why two-stroke engines are so bad on emissions is because there's always a little bit of fuel that comes out the exhaust port. Excuse me, tired. But yeah, so that's how that happens. So that's why two-strokes are bad on the emissions. But there, you can put a bigger expansion chamber, and they dabbled with catalytic converters on chainsaws and stuff. If they did that, I don't even think it would help. I mean, there's just a lot going out that exhaust pipe, So, but yeah, it's crazy. So, yeah, so that's how that works. And also, too, I want to talk to you about this. Okay, this is the blue writing right here on the NGK. Look at this, guys. They put the wrong spark plug into an engine at work, and the piston came up and kissed it, and one couldn't figure out why it didn't start. Wrong plug. This is a resistor plug. So inside here is the electrode that goes through the center and comes out through the center part right there. Okay. Then from the inner part to the casing, there's a resistor. Okay. And what that does is it's like a barrier. Okay. So when the high voltage comes down, it puts a little bit of resistance on it, and then the spark happens once. If you had an electronic ignition and you didn't have a resistor plug, then what would happen is it'd be like one continuous spark. The bike wouldn't run right. You'd be following plugs. Two-stroke engines do not like resistor plugs, especially dirt bikes. Here's why. Because what happens is, where that porcelain is, if fuel gets between the porcelain and the electrode and gets up there, like when you follow a plug, and gets up high enough, it can short that resistor, causing the bike to not run right. And it can literally kill it. So that's the downside to a resistor plug. But they are required on electronic ignition bikes. On points bikes, it would be the same part number without the letter R, and it would be black writing. Now, can you use a black lettered spark plug, non-resistor, in place of a blue spark plug? The answer is yes. However, you have to change the cap that goes over this to a resistor style cap. If you do not, it won't run right, and vice versa. If you put this into a bike that has points, it may not run right. Sometimes you get lucky, but often don't. Also, torch plugs. Some people have had good luck with torch plugs. Some people have had bad luck with torch plugs or the E plug. That plug has a different style resistor in it and can affect on KE100s from 96 to 2001, the Suzuki DS80, the Suzuki DS100, all those with that CDI ignition where it's built into the coil, that can hurt the coil. That can burn it out. But if what do you call it there? If you put the correct plug in there, you should after it does the damage, you will not be able to fix it. You can't revert back to it. The coil will be bad. If I buy 2 shirts, will you? Yes, I will sign them for you. If you buy 2 shirts, I will sign those for you. That's a good idea. I like that. Thank you, Jay. So yeah, if you buy any shirts or anything from this, what do you call it there, during the chat, I will sign it and I will send them out to you. You know what? I'll even go on a limb here. I'll even throw in a couple of stickers. I'll throw you in a green and a black, green and a red sticker. So thank you. That'd be cool. But yeah, so there's that. And also too, I've been noticing now that these bikes are getting older, I'm starting to see more. Hey, how you doing? It is going good. I was just telling everybody about the what do you call it there, about what we're doing on the channel. What was I saying about the I just lost my train of thought. Sorry, guys. But what do you call it there? What was I talking about? I forgot. If anybody remembers, please let me know. But with it will burn out that spark. Yeah, the e plugs. Stay away from the e plugs because thank you, I appreciate that. E plugs can hurt the coil, and if you do hurt the coil, you can't go back. Um, that's one of the things I like about points ignition. You can always clean them and get them back up and going. A lot of times people think of the oh, I remember what I was talking about with the e plugs and the points ignition. Points ignition has been around for over 100 years, and in many applications, it is still used to this day. Certain machines still have points on them. They are far and few, but they are there. So if you were to go and buy get a dragster, right, like in the automotive industry, and you got a magneto, a lot of magnetos run points. It's just a great thing. In fact, um, if you're into automotive history and stuff like that, you actually get more power with points than you do electronic ignition. It's a fact. Um, it's because it's direct power. It's direct voltage. Um, but on motorcycles and dirt bikes, okay, they phase those out. Everything after 2001 is strictly electronic, just for simplistic reasons. But I will tell you, points ignition is great, and if you don't need to convert it, don't. If you do, you must have a good reason for that. The only reason, and I say this a lot, the only reason why all my bikes are CDI is because I have so many of them, and if I had to buy points in condenser every other year for my bikes, my wife would divorce me. She'd be like, Kevin, you're spending way too much money on these bikes. I want a bigger ring. I want something, you know. I'd be like, okay, I understand. And she's Italian, and I don't want to get hurt. Fair enough. So my bikes are all CDI. However, points have a big place in the motorcycle industry, and they're reliable. And the one nice thing about points, it may not run 100% with them, but it will get you home. A CDI, when it dies, you're pushing it. Make sure you bring some good boots because you're pushing that bike through the woods or on the trail, wherever it is that you're at, you're pushing it. Okay, there's no questions about it. CDIs don't come back, and points they do, which is sweet. Also, too, is I've been noticing on the bikes the Woodruff key for the flywheel. This was a problem with Barry's bike. Barry brought it up to me. I said, you know what? I got to mention this in a video or a live chat. The Woodruff key, you have to make sure that's in there and it's aligned, because if that is sheared off or it's broken, you need to replace it. There's no other way around it. That will throw your time off to the bike won't even start. What breaks the flywheel key? Excuse me. What breaks the flywheel key? Well, there's a few things. The flywheel key is designed to break. First off, it's a safety feature. It's a safety feature because that flywheel is spinning so fast, especially if you get the bike up in 13, 14,000 RPM. That thing is just humming, right? Well, here's what happens. The bike backfires. Boom! It takes that shock. The flywheel key will snap and allow the inertia to slow it down, okay, without breaking the crank. Because if it was direct bolt on, like a spline, okay, what would end up happening would be if that thing backfired, the momentum from that flywheel would just snap the crank right off. You'd have a much bigger problem. So it's on there for that particular reason. Things that break the flywheel key is full throttle, and then you automatically dump the throttle, slam it into a lower gear so you can use it for an engine brake. Do not do that. Engine braking hurts bikes. It hurts the rings. It hurts the Woodruff keys. Everything takes a beating. The clutches take a beating. The basket, the clutch basket. Engine braking is not good on the little bikes, or on big bikes either, for that matter. It's a really bad habit to get into with riding. Downshifting is one thing. Engine braking is another. And um, the problem is we see professional motorcyclists, in motocross, and they engine brake. Okay, the difference between their bikes and our bikes is they make a ton more power and they get rebuilt after every race. Ours don't. Okay, so those parts that they have stocks of rings. They have stock of Woodruff keys or flywheels and stuff like that. We don't, and their flywheels are smaller, so they really don't have a charge coil. Like our flywheel is about 4.5, 5 inches in diameter. Theirs is about 2 inches. It's a wheel in the middle with like four magnets on it, and that's it. So keep that in mind when you're doing these bikes, because they're they're not meant the way that the bigger bikes are. Yeah, sorry, very tired. So yeah, so there's that. So engine braking is definitely bad, and when you're riding the bike, try to be aware of the bike, because when you some people try driving the bikes without the clutch, and it's not so much a testament to your driving skills as like, oh, I can shift without the clutch on this bike. So they try driving it, and then they click it in, and it wears on the forks. They're aluminum forks with no plastic guides on them. So it's basically aluminum on steel gears. Boom, boom, trying to push them over. And when you don't get it right, you don't realize it by your foot. You're hitting it with your foot. You're really driving on that shaft. So it's really taking the forks and kind of slamming them in different directions. So please keep that in mind when you're doing that. Well, sometimes if you don't tighten down the flywheel. No. Yeah, that's another one. That's right. If you don't tighten down the flywheel correctly, there is a torque specification for everything. If you don't tighten it down, that right there you can easily snap a Woodruff key. That's a perfect point. And not only that, if you don't torque it down correctly, that flywheel can come off. And if that flywheel comes off, you don't want to be in the path of it, especially if you were up in the high RPM for the power band. You get that flywheel spinning at 13,000 RPMs, and it decides to leave the chat. you're gonna know it. You know, it's gonna wreak all kinds of havoc. But yeah, no, that's absolutely true. Yeah, make sure you get that stuff all torqued down. Um, what do you call it there? Oh, and Laura also said they're made to order. So if you guys have any t-shirts or anything like that that you wanted, Laura will make them and as they go. So typically have about what do you call it there? A few days a week to do that. Our shipping days on Tuesdays. That's the day I use or I have for going to the post to send the things out. So be pretty cool. Um, what else can I say about that? Um, yeah, so I'm like I said, I'm really excited about the Rice-A-Rama. I can't wait to do that, and I can't wait to do the what do you call it? The giveaway. So teaming up once again for those who are just joining with Super Clean. We're going to be giving away some Super Clean product and some of our stuff. So, and what the contest is I have, like I said, a milk crate full of spark plugs, and just like you go to the circus or you go to the fair, and you have to guess how many jelly beans are in the in a jug, you're gonna have to guess how many spark plugs. Now I will be doing a video on this, but I wanted to share it with you guys first because hey, if you come into the live chat, you guys deserve to know more than everybody else at first. Okay, you guys spend the time coming to my channel in my live, hanging out with me on a Tuesday night. I got to spill the beans, right? You guys get to know first before the world does. So, and guys, we are growing. This is good. I really appreciate all the support. I'll give you guys my stats real quick because I was at so I'm at 11,889. So we are closing in on 12,000 subscribers. So this is really awesome. Really appreciate you guys. Thank you. And 2.5 million views on YouTube. That's a lot. That is a lot. And I never, like I said before, I never thought this channel would be at this point. Every time I say that, you guys kick in and subscribe, and the thumbs up is really helps. It moves us in the algorithms. And I really wasn't sure what that was all about. But what that is the more thumbs up you get and the more shares you get. So when you share it and you give the thumbs up, more people get to view it. And what happens is that helps put us in a higher bracket and we get to reach more people. And since I've been doing this, some of the testimonies of people who've, used my videos to fix their bikes has been unbelievable. Hey, Kane, it's been crazy. So I really appreciate all the support. All of it. It's been amazing, and I can't thank you guys enough. So keep doing what you're doing and help pushing the channel. I really appreciate it. And I'm gonna ask Santa this year for a camera, like a real camera, not just my phone camera, but something I can affix to a bike and take you guys on a ride. New Hampshire's a beautiful place. I think next year we're going to do some scouting and get these bikes off road and put them through, especially my KD80. Now that bike is a special bike to me. I love the KD80. It's been an amazing bike. Um, it's a, it's pushing right now about 12 horsepower. It does have CDI ignition. All my bikes do, and just because. Um, but that particular bike has a little bit modified baffle, and I wasn't going to show how I did that, but I think I'm going to leave. I'm going to show some modification stuff to that. Um, Over the winter time, I'd like to show you guys how to modify and trick out a rotary valve. So we're going to cut one. I'll give you a shout out today. Oh, cool. I'll have to check that out. He's a great guy. I love Dale. I got to send him over my bike. I have a bike that we're going to be collaborating on. And what do you call it there? He's we're going to be doing a restoration. It's going to be my first restoration, but there's something special about this bike. So this bike came to me from Harvey Spooner in a trade. Okay, Harvey Spooner is another YouTuber over in New York. Good friend of mine, good friend of the channels, and we've did some bartering back and forth before. So, um, being a YouTube community, I'm going to take this bike from a YouTuber that was given to me, Harvey Spooner, and then I'm going to send it off to Dale, and Dale and I are going to collaborate and do a restoration on this thing. What is the bike you're asking? It's a 69 or 68 or 69, I don't remember what year, but it's a red Honda CT70 silver tag, which makes it extremely awesome. Thanks for sharing. Oh yeah, no problem. You're very welcome. I'm happy to share all my videos. I'm very happy to put these things out there and help you guys out. But we're gonna do a collaboration restoration. I'm gonna do the engine and part, and then he's gonna do the body of it, if you will. And when this thing goes all together, it's gonna be my first show bike. And I don't want a show bike per se. I like riding bikes, so I will be riding this one, but it won't be ridden as much. You know what I mean? It'll be more for when I go to shows and stuff like that. I'll be riding it around there. You know what I mean? It won't see any heavy. It's more like a pavement princess. Like one of those bikes that are retired. In your collection. Um, Trying to get some of these, um, whatchamacallit there, the bikes finished up first, because that's really what I got to do. I got to concentrate on getting them done. Unfortunately, life happens, and the finances of it. It's a lot to have a channel. It's a lot to maintain, and even just to get out there. So, once again, any support, big huge help. Thank you in advance. And if you guys can share, thumbs up, those help too. But yeah, Dale Swager is a great guy, and we've been friends now for a bit on the channel, and he does some amazing stuff. He does more of the machinist part of it, where I do a lot of the backyard tech, because my channel's more of you know regular basic hand tools, or a little bit more advanced hand tools, but I show you guys several different ways of doing the same thing with the correct tools, or tools that you can build or have just kicking around the house. I try not to go using all snap-on tools, for instance. I'm not gonna break out a $5,000 worth of tools and go, "This is what you need to fix these things." No, you don't. Harbor Freight tools work. Amazon tools. I got some really cool stuff from Amazon. Like my wife bought me it's called an endoscope. It's got a 16-foot line on it. You put it in the cylinder hole, a spark plug hole, and you can see the cylinder. It's great for doing diagnostics like that. So it's pretty cool. So, um, so yeah, that's pretty sweet. And then I got another tool she got me, which I got to try out myself before I show it, because I'm going to do an actual review on it. It's an alignment tool for a chain. To basically, it's got a little clamp on it with a rod, steel rod, and you just kind of align it down the chain, and you can see where it's tracking, and then you can adjust your wheel so it can track correctly. And having a bike that tracks correctly is huge, because I've had a bike that didn't track well. They tightened up the chain, pulled it on the left side more than the right, and when you go into turns, you can feel it. You can really feel the difference, because if you pull it to the left and you're taking a turn to the right, you're kind of fighting it. So it kind of glides with it. And then the other way feels way too light. So that sort of thing. Um, I'm gonna do a video on some of the homemade tools I made before. I did. I'll be showing some of the stuff I made. I made a headlight tester, different things. What do you call it there? Hmm. Oh, I got an ignition video coming up. I decided to do the ultimate ignition video. It's basically a collaboration of all the other ones I had. It is going to be a long-winded video, but I'm going to try to get to the point of it. You know what I mean? It's not going to be so much long, but it's going to have a lot of information of what to look for, what to check, and I'm going to show you guys shortcuts and the actual way of doing it. That's what's going to make the video so long. There might be a part one and part two on that. I'm not really sure yet. Excuse me. But I'm going to show you guys how to check. Now, if you guys watched that that DS 100 motor I picked up, I showed how to check and see if the ignition is like the points were good, and that was seized up, that motor, when I got it. I unseized it and checked, got compression on it. So it's a good motor. It's just, it's stuck from sitting. So it's always good to have a nice motor. We're going to get more into oilers and stuff like that, and showing you guys some more. I have some stuff I found kicking around, some carnage from incorrect oilers. People taking them off, not blocking them off correctly, engines that were sucking air from it. It can be pretty bad. So, we got some of those type of videos coming out. Geez, I'm trying to think what else we got going on, guys. I got sometimes in my videos, you guys will see me do a call out, okay? Because someone will say, "Oh, you got to take that Chinese carburetor off," like on my what do you call it there? My Yamaha Breeze. I have a Yamaha Breeze. Sorry about that. I have a Yamaha Breeze 4-wheeler, and I put a Chinese carburetor on it. Showed how to set it up and all that. And I had that on the bike for a long time. That bike is turnkey. After, I think it's been like 5 or 6 years, that bike fires up every time flawlessly, no issues. I seriously haven't had any issues with the Chinese carburetor. What was going with that? Oh yeah. So, you might see a little segment in a video where I'm like, Chinese carburetor on my Yamaha Breeze, turnkey fires up. What's wrong with that? The carburetors, for the most part, the Chinese carburetors, if you leave the fuel in them, you're going to have issues. But that's with any carburetor. If you drain the carburetor bowl down correctly and you winterize the bike properly, 4-wheeler, motorcycle, generator, lawnmower, you're going to see that. It's if you leave the fuel in it, you're going to have problems. How long is fuel good for? 30 days. Then it starts to turn, especially if it has ethanol in it. Ethanol is a plant, and it takes in moisture. All right, Kane, I'll talk to you later. I'm actually going to be leaving tonight at 8:30, so I'm going to be ending the chat at 8:30 tonight. Very tired, long day. But yeah, so but I'm excited. We got a lot coming on. I can't wait to meet and greet you guys over there at Rice-A-Rama. So if you do have a chance to come down and say hi, by all means, we'll take some pictures and whatever we can do here. And once again, if you guys have a chance to pick up a T-shirt, please do. They're on sale for $25, and we got mugs, cups. What do you call it? Well, not mugs and cups. The tumblers there. These things, they come. We got all kinds of different designs. You could pick from a design you want. And the plates. The plates are awesome, and they're aluminum too. But I forgot to mention that the plates are aluminum. They're not plastic. They're not cheap. They're aluminum, and they are motorcycle sized. So these will fit on any standard motorcycle license plate bracket, and they are the same exact size as a regular motorcycle license plate. And the backs of them are, you can see the aluminum. They are metal. And they came out awesome. And then we got some of the other ones. If you have a green bike and it's just kicking around, that will look good on it right there. Check that out. If you have a red bike, a red KD80. What's cool about this plate, right, is see the way it is? Now, the KD80 doesn't have a license plate holder, but you can zip tie this between two front forks, And if you need like a number plate, there you go. Put that on there. It's pretty sweet. And then of course you saw this has the KV75 motor on it. This one's going to go on my KV75. Just kick it. So I think that'd be a great thing for that. So KV75 MT1, and that's the actual engine to it. Ain't it cool? I thought the artist did a good job with it. I was over the moon. I was tickled pink. I'm like, wow, that looks so cool. So yeah, so that's some of that. But yeah, grab yourself some merch and helps me out and helps promote the channel, and we're just gonna keep trucking along. So very happy, and once again, guys, I hope to see you there. I mean, it's really awesome to talk with you guys. I talk to a lot of you guys on the phone, through email, through text messages, through the chats. Also, too, we have a Facebook page, so you can go to that and like that. Um, just it's the Kevin Bergeron YouTube channel page. So that'd be pretty sweet. So, but yeah, that's pretty much all I got for you guys for tonight. So I do want to say thank you guys for watching. Thank you for hanging out with me. And most of all, thank you for your support. Your support means a lot to me and helping me grow. And this is something that, to be honest with you, guys, I honestly didn't think this was even possible. I never thought I'd be having honestly having merch. And the fact that we're selling merch and we literally just started, and then teaming up with Super Clean to do our first giveaway. Hey Larry, how you doing? Um, I was just sharing with the channel. Check out the merch. If you guys have a chance to get over there, I was just telling Larry, we got license plates that are motorcycle sized. So awesome, Nate. Thank you. And it's a real great way. So if you guys have a chance, once again, come out and see me. Come out and say hi, because I enjoy talking with you guys on the phone, but I also like to meet you guys in person. Maybe take some photos. I'm gonna do a video down there. I'm gonna show off the place, and yeah, it's Rice-O-Rama in Spencer, Massachusetts. So it's kind of like at the trying to think where it actually is, but I think it's south and west of Massachusetts, some more on the New York side. But yeah, come out and say hi, and pick up some parts and pieces. It's going to be a whole awesome. Thank you, I appreciate it. And, and Larry, just go if you're interested, just go right on the my homepage of my YouTube channel, and you'll see all the merch. Um, Rice-A-Rama, everybody comes from all over the place, and they have all kinds of Japanese. So, say you don't have a KE or a KM or whatever, they have other parts bikes. I mean, go on YouTube and look up Rice-A-Rama. You'll be blown away. The place is huge. I can't wait to go. I'm over the moon. I'm excited about it. It's one of those my first time going out to something like that. Normally I go to a junkyard and pick up bikes. This is a swap meet, so I'm really looking forward to it. I wanted to do it last year, didn't get to do it, forgot about it, and that was that. So this year we're going, and I will be there. My wife will be there. My kids will be there. So yeah, come in and say hi. Come check it out. It'll be fun. And once again, you'll see it on the YouTube because I'm going to be doing it. And yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. Looking forward to meeting the folks down there. So that's even cool too. Mingling with the people who are like minded and get to do what I do, but on a day to day as well. And I mean, I seen some photos down there, guys. There is bins, milk crates, you name it, it's down there. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So very, very excited to be part of that. Um, we are going to do it. We're going to keep doing the Two Stroke Tuesdays. There's going to be some, up until the show, there's going to be some other stuff. I might do a little differently next week. I might do the live out in the truck and show you guys a little bit of the truck and how I'm setting it up. So I think that's what we're going to do next week for Two Stroke Tuesday. I'll take you guys out to the truck, show you guys the one I got from my brother Clay. Take you guys around it, show it to you, and see if we can do a live alive out there. That'd be cool. That'd be super awesome. So, and that's pretty much all I got for you guys for tonight. So I want to say thank you for hanging out with me once again. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing the page, the channel, and the thumbs up and the shares. It's awesome. Thank you for all your support. I really, really appreciate it. So you guys have a good night, and I will talk to you later.